coming to an agreement that this is this asset, and that it has whatever value we attach to it. You'll see like a lot of like boomers and just people that just don't get it, like having some like, you know, crazy time just trying to understand it. But literally that's all money is. Money, value, whatever things is just an agreement between people where it's like, okay, yeah, so a Telfar bag is actually a Telfar bag is nothing until we set it with something. We said it, they said it, okay, I'm gonna sell this medium bag for $200. Somebody saw the bag and said, bet, I agree. Now it has value. You know what I'm saying? So that's like another thing that I don't want to get too much too deep on, but it's just to help you wrap your head around like why this matters. Yeah, you can you can right click and save, but nobody gives a fuck. You can right click and save. Like for instance, like I could take a picture of the fucking Mona Lisa, right? I don't own the fucking Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa sits in that shitty ass museum in Paris, and that is it. Like that is the only Mona Lisa. I can have prints of the Mona Lisa, but it's just a copy. It's not the real thing. You can as he up in here acting up. Yeah, you can use it as your profile pic if you want to, but you'll be a fake. Somebody might try to roast you. All right, so I guess that covers a nice little overview of NFTs. If you got any questions, let me know before I move forward. The Louvre is okay. The only reason why I don't fuck with the Louvre is they keep all the black art in the basement, so they can kind of suck my dick for that, low key. It's kind of overhyped in my opinion. There's some good shit in there. Though. I've been to better museums though. So yeah, if you got any questions about NFT, shoot them off now before I move to like OpenSea part and all this other shit and how to find projects. Ask your questions now. But yeah, buy a wallet. Don't buy it off of Amazon because it can't be trusted. Remember when all that like Edward Snowden shit was going down and companies were Ledger or Trezor? It's up to you. Um, I know people with both. I personally have a Ledger, and there's a bunch of other wallets out there. But yeah, I've had a Ledger for some time now. I think since like 2018, 17. Yeah, they're not adding SOL yet, but they'll have to. See this? Oh yeah, yeah. Let me show you an example of things that you can do in the new metaverse. All right, so this is an example of what the internet will fully become in this new Web3. So right now we're in a digital gallery, right? And whoever this fucking whale is has a lot of crazy ass NFTs. Like this is a Art Blocks Fidenza. I think what's the floor on that? It's like 300 something ETH, right? Something like that. Some me bits. Sound like Big Sean. Some what's this? Yeah, another Art Blocks. Whatever this is stacked. They got some good shit. Got the squiggles. These are like I guess you can consider these some of the most famous art blocks, at least the most recognizable ones. Got some good shit. So yeah, this is like one of the things that Web3 and NFTs will bring about. There's like another big program or platform called Decentraland, and it's like a whole digital world. And you can buy plots of land in it, and there's literally like plots of land going for six figures in this place. And these two CryptoPunks back to back is a flex. All right, hold up. Let me pull up one more. This is another John. Damn. Somebody flexed out on this one. This is kind of fucking creepy. All these people just Trying to jump you. Damn, this look like the bull from that time I got reincarnated as slime. That's fire. Oh shit. Motherfucking Don King and his bitch. Hey, that's Duke. No cap, that's Duke. That's how Duke be coming out. See, just vibing out in the fucking metaverse. I don't know why the white dude's the biggest one, but yeah. All right, damn, nigga, you got me open up, man. Shit. Hold up, one more. You wanna open this up again? Oh no, damn. Oh, hold up. This shit gas over here. So yeah, all right. Let's talk about this real quick. So this is an NFT, and it looks like it's like the same type of NFT like art blocks. And to break those down, there's certain types of NFTs. Like you have this profile picture shit where it's like, oh, we made 10,000 llamas, and we're gonna fucking sell them all to you for 0.03 ETH or whatever like that. A lot of those projects don't have their own contract. A project like this is like generative art. So a lot of the times, these projects are minted and drawn on the chain on the blockchain. So basically, there's a smart contract that's set up, and it's connected to some sort of JavaScript script that has parameters in it. When someone interacts with the mint button on the contract, it draws an image based on the parameters set by the JavaScript. Um, so yeah, let me bring up some smart contracts on Etherscan before we move forward. And Callie, I got your question. So let me bring this up real quick. So I mean, I hope you've seen that guide I put up, how to mint from contract. Hold up, let me pull up the contract real quick. All right, so here's a cool cat. This is a very popular project right now. Floor price is 1.2 ETH. So do the math, whatever the price of Ethereum is right now. I think it's like 3,000 something. See. Let me go to the website. Connect. Contact. Is this fucking contract? So this is another thing too. Like when you're interacting with things, right? So like a lot of the times when contracts or things first appear on OpenSea, there'll be like um fake versions of the collections and shit. Like I think somebody here almost got by a fake collection. They bought like the wrong thing of like Robotos or whatever. So you always want to make sure that you're getting your links to collections on OpenSeas from the Discords themselves, and that they have a blue verified check. Like if the project just dropped, they're not gonna have a blue verified check yet, because it takes a little bit of time. But you want to make sure you get that link from the Discord, and like most of the stuff is covered in the NFT chat. Let me get to some questions. All right, cool. Thanks, Don. What is this? All right, so we're looking at a smart contract right now. What is this one doing? All right, so this is like if you look at the NFT guide, there was like this picture I put up about like writing the contract, like minting to contract. So a lot of the times, like you'd be on a site like how I just was on that Cool Cat site, right? And sometimes the button to mint will break if there's high traffic. So if you're able to, if you have the official link to the contract, you can come to Etherscan like this, connect your MetaMask with this button, go down to mint, and then you can mint to here. There's more of the guide and more details in that NFT guide shit. But yeah, this is what a contract looks like basically. So Etherscan's like a like I mean honestly the main place you're gonna be when it comes to like minting directly from contracts or checking balances or checking the statuses of transactions and shit. And I guess this is a good opportunity to go over Gwei. So Gwei is gas, and if you want to transact on Ethereum, you have to pay basically a troll toll to miners for them to process your transactions. So the higher Gwei or gas that you use, the faster your transaction will be. So like say for instance, like we talk about like drops and they're like 0.003 or 0.03 ETH, and we say like having like 0.1 ETH and above is a good cushion because as people try to mint, the gas fees are going to go up because the transactions are going to stack up. So if you pay more, you'll be able to mint faster. And you can do that by going into the advanced settings in MetaMask and adding more Gwei, and your transaction will be processed faster. There's also a bunch of videos on that on YouTube that you can just look up. Before I forget, let me go and answer this question I saw. What did Callie say? All right, so Kelly asks, what do you take into consideration when you're deciding a long-term versus quick flip NFT? All right, so for instance, right, Cool Cats NFT. This is a pretty cool project. It's a profile pic type, basic project. For me, the first thing I'm gonna look at is one, the total items. So there's 9,999, right? There's 4K owners. That means that there's a pretty good distribution of the asset across multiple people. So you don't want to come into something and it's just like only one person holding it or very few people holding it, because that means the price is controlled by a very few amount of people. Now that's not always the case, because sometimes like you'll have projects that are super low run in terms of mint run. Like let's see, like he has 221 items, 97 owners. The floor price is 100. But this shit is like this was like the first of its kind, really, when he made this, and it's pretty crazy. It's like all on-chain music that's generated by code. Sounds crazy, but yeah. So back to the topic. Yeah, you look for total items, the distribution of owners, volume traded. You can go to this activity tab here to check this out, to see what's going on with the project. Also, another key thing is community, especially with the profile picture type projects, because if there's no roadmap and there's no like energy behind it and people like interacting with this shit organically, it's never gonna stick. So like Bored Ape Yacht Club, like that is a community that is highly engaged and like cares about what happens. Bored Ape, yeah. So like I remember when this came out and I was like, cool. I just wasn't like super into NFTs then, but look at the floor price now. And these sat for a couple days, and now the floor price is 15 ETH. and this is before their Christie auction that they're about to have. So it's probably gonna hit hot harder once that goes down. So yeah, community, the amount of owners, the total mint, and roadmaps. So like roadmaps are like things that like projects will do to like invest, like either like reinvest in the community. So sometimes like they'll take royalties from sales and throw them back into a community fund so they can expand the universe or do things like they have like Deadheads and Stoner Cats, for instance. Those are two like NFT based shows. So it's like if you own one of those NFTs, you have access to the show and you can watch the episodes and like there's whole things like that. So let me pull up Robotos because that's like one that I actually fuck with. So like this is dope. This has got 10K total mint, 3K owners. Floor price has been dipping for a couple days now, but I think it's starting to find its bottom. Super cool community. The dude Pablo that runs it is like he's already like an influencer on Figma, which is like a UI UX program. So he has a bit of community, but he's like really new to the NFT space. So that's why I think that this hasn't really fully popped off yet, but I think it's a good project, and I'm going to be sticking with it for a while. But that's just like my personal bias. My main thing that I've been focusing on and what I've been screaming at people about ever since I saw the retweet from Stun on the timeline is this. It's Parallel Alpha. Um, and hold up, let me see if I can put this on dark mode because this shit is fucking killing me. I gotta sign in. All right, so yeah, Parallel Alpha. So this is a card game, kind of like Magic the Gathering. And right now, like we're still in like the second release. So there was a release back in I think like I want to say May or June, I think it was. Um, and a lot of those cards from that first release are like, let me see if I can sort. Some of them are like, yeah, I mean, this card is 3,000 ETH. That's a lot of money. That's a 101, so it's a little different. And these cards are auctioned off. I think the final price was, let's see. All right, so this guy got this for 26 ETH when it was first auctioned off, and that's what he's trying to sell it for right now. So yeah, this game is like super duper new. Like the gameplay and the game mechanics aren't out yet, but it has an insane amount of potential to become the Magic the Gathering of the blockchain. So they had to drop like the other week. It was 3 tiers of packs. At the time, I only had like maybe like $300 or something like that in my MetaMask. So I got 3 of the common packs for like 152 or something, I think it was at the time. And like since then, that shit has 10x in terms of value. So we're in the alpha set of this game. So like we're talking first edition Pokemon shit, like Hollow Charizards and shit like that. All of these cards with like low print runs, like this is a expensive example, but this is like one of the like rare cards that are from that first drop. It's only 53 of these cards ever made. This card alone will be worth so much more in the future. Like this is if this game does well, it should 100% hit 100 ETH easily. And if you haven't if you've seen on Twitter, if you follow the people that I've been talking about, that we've been posting, a lot of big funds have been buying into this game like already, sweeping the floor of all these rare cards and completing the sets and shit like that. The PS15 set. Um, and yeah, it's been crazy. So this is a key. A prime key is one of the keys they gave out to one of the cards they gave out to people that were like super early in. Um, and this was 3 ETH not too long ago. And now you can't get it for less than 70K. So it's pretty crazy. So yeah, but this, so like, all right, here's why I like this project. Besides the cards and the art, the community is strong. The people that run this show like care about what the fuck they're doing. They listen to the community. They don't have like stupid ass drops like how that DGen Ape Academy shit was, where people are over minting or the site's going down and the code's breaking and shit. Like the way that they did this drop was probably the smoothest drop that's happened in NFT land um, ever. Honestly, it was like a pre-sale thing that you registered for, and then they sent you like an invoice, and they did it, and then they sent you your cards when gas was low, so they didn't like overspend. I imagine the next drop is going to be rougher because now everyone sees how much these cards are up over the last like not even month. But yeah, like for me, like I'll flip bullshit PFP projects, and all my money's rotated into this or to like other shit like you know art blocks and shit like that when I can afford them in terms of like the pot that I have within my MetaMask and shit. So yeah, you want to look for community, you want to look for proper distribution, you want to follow like all of NFT Twitter. Like, there's a bunch of influencers on there. You gotta watch for some of the people that have CryptoPunks as avatars because they tend to say stupid ass shit because they get clout. But for instance, that guy Inverse Fitch that I've linked a bunch of times, he's like a big parallel alpha influencer. He puts a lot of good info out there. So definitely give those people a follow. Someone asked some fucking questions. If you got any specific questions about anything. So yeah, make sure you have Brave browser. Make sure you use a password manager. Can I put NFTs in a hardware wallet by connecting them to the MetaMask? Yeah, you can. You can make a wallet with like you would have to get a ledger. You would install the ledger manager on your computer and install the Ethereum program on it, and then you can create MetaMask wallets that are connected to your ledger. And yeah, you can go to the contract to see Robotos. Oh, where's it at? Let me see. Hold up. Official links. Rarity twos. Oh, actually, here, let me pull this up real quick. Pull up rarity tools. Here's another thing that matters for like profile picture type projects. So, and it happens with like other like generative art stuff too. But so a lot of the times, like there's traits that are applied to projects. Like CryptoPunks have traits. Let's see. Hold up. Let's look at something cooler than Robotos. All right. So yeah, this is like, so traits are like a thing. So like this is the rarest punk. The higher your score on rarity, the more rare it is, basically. So let's go to the floor of this. 209. So this would be the most common punk, and it's worth floor price, which is 26 ETH, probably give or take. So yeah, so like if you're minting something like, or like you're going to buy, like say you want to buy a Cool Cats secondhand I want to buy this cool cat. Cool. I go here, copy this, go to rarity tools. So like projects have to apply to get on this. So it takes a little bit. There's like a Discord called Rarity Sniper that you can apply for too. So they'll get on Rarity Sniper first, and then Rarity Tools comes next. So like this doesn't have like a super duper high score. So it's it's kind of like a floor model. Sometimes you just buy shit off of whether or not you like it. So these right here, these don't really count because they're all like 101. But yeah, like the person that originally got this won it in a contest, and she sold it for 80 ETH 11 days ago. So that's pretty lit. Hold up, let me pull back up to the Discord. All right, so anybody else got any other questions? I feel like I've covered a decent amount of shit. Go to Coinbase, buy some Ethereum, make a MetaMask, save the password, use the password manager, read the guides, go on YouTube. Like honestly, this is the age of curiosity. You should always be curious. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to investigate things. Like I've been like mainly on this the last couple of days, so I haven't been like worrying about too much else. But like stay curious. Like YouTube is your fucking friend. Twitter is your friend. Like we're here to help. Ask questions. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we're here for. So I want to see as many of as y'all like on this wave as possible because you will miss the train. How would you prioritize game-based projects that give NFTs utility or just straight art-based ones? Um, I for one, I have to believe in the game. So like I believe in parallel. I believe in what um Burst is cooking up to. Um, I'm definitely down to throw a bag at that. Art projects, like so art is subjective, of course. A lot of the bigger stuff you will see, like art blocks, for instance, like art blocks doesn't always hit. Like there's some bullshit that art blocks will come out with every now and then. But the things that hit, um, like you can see the difference between some of this stuff versus if we go to a playground. So if you're looking at this from a purely investment like standpoint, like you want to get in these art block curated sort of playgrounds and stuff like that where like the squiggles are. These are all like recent drops. Let's see. So like the curated ones are like official Jones. But like yeah, like all right, like this is this is art blocks and this was generated by a computer, but this looks like shit. Like I don't care if code drew this. This is this is trash. It looks like someone who just started learning Photoshop or Illustrator made it. But it's cool because the computer made it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's see where the squiggles at. That ain't see. All right, this is a perfect example of like a bullshit derivative project that is not legit. Don't buy that. You will get rugged. Oh, and yeah, that's a good term. Rugged is when a project fucking says they're gonna do one thing and then they just run off with all your Ethereum. So here's the squiggles. Yeah, these are tight. I don't know why this is saying that mint is not maxed out, but okay. There is value in playground. You just gotta find the right John. So yeah, I look like if I'm looking for art, like pure art. I go with what I like. You're gonna have to get on Foundation and OpenSea and Super Rare and Rareable and just look for stuff. Like you might find the next X copy type motherfucker. Like, oh yeah, these are the squiggles. Like, and these are super simple and expressive, but the premise behind this is dope, and stuff like this just it resonates with people. Um, thanks for the link. And yeah, here, let's pull up some X copy shit. So yeah, X copy is what a lot of people consider like a true crypto artist. He's been in this game for a while. And he's got a lot of crazy shit. Like, and it's simple, and it's I don't know, it just hits. A lot of this might cause people seizures, but you know, like this on a wall on a digital frame would be kind of fucking terrifying. But it's gas though. Then who else? And yeah, actually, thanks Direct for looking that. There's a bunch of sites that are like that you can use to analyze projects and track NFT volume and stuff like that. So Doom Linux is one. We gonna make it IO. Oh yeah, that's another thing. If someone types to you uh NGMI, they're basically calling you a dumbass. So make sure you read up and learn. So yeah, this is the Damien Hirst currency. That was a 2K buy-in. That's sitting around 7 ETH now. Let's pull up the fuck crystals. Fuck. So all right, this is a good example of like investing in an artist, right? So these crystals were I think it was 0.4 ETH was the mint price. Floor price right now is 2 Ethereum. Um, so so when he dropped these, right, he did a burn window, and basically what that was is that if you held one of his previous works, like a certain work that he had released previously, you could burn that in redemption for a crystal. Um, Before the mint, so you wouldn't have to deal with any gas. So I think that's what Hezi wound up doing. He burned 2 of the previous NFTs and got some crystals. And what these are basically are, or what are they are mint passes or access to future drops that he is going to release that are only exclusive to people that hold a crystal. So he's doing one on Nifty Gateway pretty soon, and it's like $100 raffle for a 15 edition piece. Let me see if I can find it. Uh, let's see. Let's pull this number up real quick. So yeah, this is one of the crystals. This was like the rarest one. It just sold for 30 ETH. Let me see. Here it is. So yeah, you have a crystal. You have access to this now. $100 to get in. You can only enter if you have a crystal. The more crystals you have, the more entries you have. There's 4K crystals in total. Yeah. So for $100, you can potentially sell this for like, I don't know. This is out of 15, like 10K floor easily, or 10E floor easily off the bat. So you know, zero point 0.4 Ethereum at the time was probably what, ETH to USD. Oh, it was 1,000. And then you got to count in gas. So like gas is probably what I think gas might have shot up to like 1K or 1K Goy around then. So like if I was going for that, I would put like at least probably 0.8 just to be safe. Um, and I can do a little tutorial on how to speed up transactions and deal with all that shit later on. Let's see. Anybody else got any other questions? Is this something that you need a decent amount of money for to start with? If so, / if not, how much you should suggest? So I would try to start with 0.1 ETH at the very minimum. 0.2, 0.3 would give you more cushion for sure. And you want to go for projects that are like really solid and that have the best communities possible. Like, what the fuck? What is this shit called? All right, so like this is an upcoming project. Mint fee is 0.07. A lot of people are geeked out about it. It's filled with a bunch of weebs, and one thing that weebs are good for is hype. So this is like the next one I'm going for. Um, the mint I think is Thursday, right? Yeah, so Thursday. So if you were gonna go for this drop, I would say try to have like 0.1 bare minimum in your wallet, maybe 0.2 if you can swing it. You're gonna have to like determine what you can lose in this because you have to approach this like it can go to zero. You know what I'm saying? Um, and yeah, if you're in the chat now, you can see Hezi and Stun arguing about there'll be a gas war. So like a person like Stun can just come through and set the fucking gas to whatever he wants because he has more money than you. So like there's this is it is what it is. Like this is like law of the jungles. I drink your milkshake if you can't protect it type shit. You know what I'm saying when it comes to gas, the way that it's set up right now. So yeah, starting with 500 is like a good base. And then focus on uh on projects that really matter and also be patient because like if you go back like that deaf beat shit that I was showing y'all earlier with the weird music and shit. Um like this guy sold a full set for I think like 25 ETH. And you saw the floor on those, like the floor now like per piece is like 100 ETH per. So homie lost on a lot of money. And at the time, I mean, I think the dude just came out and was talking about it, but like he couldn't afford to hold it because whatever you're not selling it at, you're buying it at. You know what I'm saying? Like if a piece for me hits 50 fucking ETH, I'm selling it. I'm poor. I'm taking that money and I'm cashing the fuck out and I'm doing what I need to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But also yeah, be patient. Like crypto punks were literally fucking $10 a couple years ago. They gave them out for free, and now they're worth six figures. So if you're investing in something, make sure it's something that you fuck with and that you see it on like a long term like time horizon. You know what I'm saying? The profile pictures are cool for flipping. Like I mean it's also cool to just fuck with a profile picture project just cause like Robotos I fuck with, the dope Shibas I fuck with. Like I don't have any plans on selling those, but I didn't go into that necessarily looking to make money. Like if it does pop up to 1 ETH, 2 ETH, and yeah, sure, bet. But like I got into those because I fucked with the art. Marijuana. I've never seen this blockbot shit. And also, yeah, too. So like after mint, after like a project drops, there's all this FOMO and people are like rushing to get in. And then after that, the hype dies down. And then what you'll notice a lot of the times is that all the weak hands start to show up and they start selling for the fucking low. It's just human fucking nature, honestly. And you want these dips because that means that smart money is getting into the project and it can move forward past that. Like the fuck crystals for instance, those were selling for like under 2 ETH today for a little bit. And there's really no, like, for me, right? There's no sense like this dude's selling one for 1.19 or 1.9. Like, there's no sense to be selling this for 1.9 unless you can't afford to hold it, because the upward or the potential investment off of just having this over time, because of who fuck Render is, like he's a blue chip artist. As this like metaverse continues to grow, he will become bigger and bigger, along with X Copy, along with people. Like, so, like, this is having a crystal is an investment in fuck Render, and he's not slowing down anytime soon. The only thing that'll probably stop him is if he fucking gets caught up in some cancel culture shit for doing something stupid. All right, who else got questions? Because if not, I'm gonna wrap this bitch up. Tivo, is that one of your fucking bears, bro? Yeah. And yeah, here, let me pull up Foundation real quick. So yeah, this is like, you can go on this site, you can go on OpenSea and just look at shit. Like, find the creators, go to their Twitter pages and shit. Um and just interact with stuff like this. This is kind of cool. It's not bad. Somebody up their fee for, huh? Damn, Shorty feeling herself. Okay. Look at shit because I'm too poor to buy. Yeah, I mean, but it's good to look at shit because you keep names. You're like, all right, I can't buy this now, but like maybe this person drops an OpenSea collection that's more affordable. This is fucking weird as shit. I'm gonna keep scrolling. I know they don't got no twerking milk on this shit. Yeah, like there's all kinds of crazy shit out there. Like this would just be like a couple years ago. This would just be a fucking GIF on Tumblr that people would reblog and say, "Oh, this is so cool," and then you would see some like Twitter account stealing it, and no one would give a fuck. But now this guy can sell this for however much he wants to. It's another really here. I'm gonna look up this artist real quick. It's really this this guy's cool. No bias. You know what I'm saying? Invest. Get in on the ground floor while you still can. For parallel, do you recommend waiting for the next drop or just go for cards you can afford now? That's a good question. So let's pull it up real quick. All right, so let me pull up this John Parallel Alpha. So let me see. Am I just sharing the screen? No, I'm sharing this window. Hold up. Let me change windows. All right. So like, here's parallel. So yeah, these were the first cards that they dropped. This is the PS15 set. The drop that they just have is PDS2, right? Um, so for instance, these special editions have been flying lately, right? Because they are no longer being made. So this has a print run of, or no, they're still out there in packs, but they're going to be extremely rare in the next drop. So there's 63 of them, 58 owners. Let me. Oh, it's not showing them. All right. Well, so, like it'll show it and show it as parallel alpha as the holder. But yeah, so there's only going to be 63 copies of this particular card. Um, Then you have the regular PS15s. Let me pull that up again. Let's pull up the same one or just something similar. Sorry. This Orbital Strike, I got this in a pack. I actually told people to buy this the other day. A couple days ago, it was at 0.6, 0.06 ETH, and now it's 0.1. And I said that because it's underpriced and it's a good design and people like this particular clan a lot in Parallel Alpha. But all right, so you see that there's only 934 owners. Parallel Alpha has 1,800 still on the clip. So the next drop is they're gonna be in these packs. So what I expect to happen, or what I assume is going to happen, is that there's going to be more of these in circulation. So there's going to be a bit of a dilution that's going to occur because people are going to be selling them off to get money and just be general dickheads and shit. Um, After that, price will recover and then it should stabilize. I'm not sure if I gotta find out if they are fully releasing these. I believe they will. Like they'll drop all 1,800. So what I'm personally doing right now is I'm flipping things to have more money to buy as many packs as possible. I'm holding SE cards or legendary cards with low print runs, and keeping those close because those are just going to pump regardless. You know what I'm saying? Some of them might experience dips as the new people come into this, but I'm not really worried about that too much. So depending on how much money you have, like if you have enough money to go for the packs and buy cards for cheap now or buy certain cards now, then do it. But if you don't got enough, just focus on stacking cash so you can get ready for this next drop that's coming in October, um, and go full send on that. I imagine this might like the market might cool down a little bit between now and then, but yeah, this basically doubled over the last couple of days. So take that as you will. All right, I got time for one more question. That was just for the SE limitless, just for the SE. So yeah, all the SE cards are mooning right now. Somebody sold a Gafar peace pipe in here the other day, and I'm sure they regret that because that card is up and stuck right now. Yeah, that's 1 ETH. And let's look at the price history on that. That was selling for on August 9th. On August 9th. I was selling for 0.28 ETH, and now it's almost a full ETH. That's crazy. Like, and you see this. This is another one. This is 500. There's only 415 owners. Like, only 32 left. So the odds of you getting one of these kinds of cards in the next drop is going to be way lower than it was last time around. So you're kind of going to have to determine for yourself whether or not the risk reward ratio of going for the packs is worth it for you. Because like, you could spend a full Ethereum on all the packs and not get nothing. It's gambling, like how buying cards out the store is and trying to get a LaMelo Ball rookie. Um, Personally, like, yeah, I think this is a good buy-in. I mean, I would wait for it to cool off a little bit. Like, hopefully there's a little bit of a dip in some of these before the pack drop because people will try to liquidate so they can fund their their uh their buys. Like I liquidated a couple cards just so I could flip some things, but all of it's rotating back to the cards. So I don't know. I mean, I think that's about covers it. Go on YouTube and fucking and Google some shit. I'll do a little gas tutorial on how to deal with the Uniswap or not Uniswap MetaMask shit. What do you set your gas to? You set your gas to 0. Set your gas to 0, so you don't cop anything, and I can take it all. So don't don't sell your whole stock portfolio for this shit, bro. You're gonna have to pay taxes on that shit, nigga. I ain't gonna front though. I did liquidate my shit for that hearse real quick. I had to. So all right, hold on. Let me see. Uh, give me 1 second.